Hi everyone, Aiden here with etrailer.com. Today we're taking a look at the Yakima Ridgeback on our 2018 Subaru Outback Wagon. This is going to be a hanging style bike rack that holds the bike by the frame. We've got it held in these cradles here with these two zip strips on top. That's going to be the primary thing holding it down in place, and we've got a third one here on the seat post limiting that side to side movement, which is going to help with bike to bike contact. It isn't going to completely eliminate that side-to-side movement, but it definitely helps, and it helps a lot more than some of the strap style that we see on other hanging style racks, so I really like to see that. They are really easy to remove. You just pinch the two tabs on the side and lift them off. They do come completely out, so make sure you keep track of these because they do have a habit of wandering off. So you want to make sure you're keeping an eye on them, but you can get replacements if you do happen to lose them. I do want to say, because it's a hanging style rack, we want to avoid carbon frame bikes, and with alternative frame bikes, you are going to need a bike adapter bar to get it to fit right on the bike rack. Aside from that, there's a total weight capacity of 150 pounds, or if you're carrying a single bike, that bike can weigh up to 40 pounds, so just be mindful of that when you're loading it up. Like I said, I always like to replace these so I can keep track of them a bit better, and I know that they're here. And when we're done with that, we can tilt it away. This black lever right here will tilt the whole rack away from the vehicle so we can still get access to the hatch. So if we need to get something out of here, or we just want a place to sit and change our shoes before or after our ride, we can. Because this rack tilts down so far, we don't want to have the bikes loaded while we do this, so you do have to unload the rack to tilt it away. That is kind of the trade-off you make with a hanging style rack versus a platform rack. But overall, not too bad. And just be sure to keep your fingers clear of these levers whenever you do tilt it back up, because it can be a pinch point. We also want to check out some measurements here, starting with our distance added to the back. From the bumper to the outermost edge of the bike rack here, we're going to be looking at 41 inches added to the back. That's not terrible for 4 bikes, but if you want to leave this in the hitch between rides and you want to save some space, just go ahead and fold the arms down using that gray lever up top. That's going to cut our distance down to only about 12.5 inches added to the back, so it's a lot more condensed this way. At the bottom, we're working with about 12 inches of ground clearance, and that point at the ground is pretty close to the vehicle, so I don't think you have to worry about bottoming out. Down at the hitch, we can see we've got our tool-free anti-rattle knob. That's going to keep things solid in the hitch and not moving around, and that's lockable, so we don't have to worry about someone taking the bike rack when we're not around. It is going to work with an 1.25 inch or a 2" by 2" receiver tube. The 2" receiver tube uses the adapter sleeve. That's what we have on right now, and that is included. So it's nice and secure in there. And overall, I like the Ridgeback a lot. In terms of hanging style racks, this one is definitely one of the nicer ones. You don't have any pins and clips that you have to use to tilt or fold the arms, and everything's going to have a great weight capacity and hold the bikes pretty well. Just keep in mind, if you've got that alternative frame, that you will need the bike adapter bar. But otherwise, I think it's going to be a good fit for your Outback here. Thanks for watching.
Here it is on our test course. We'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Next, we're at the alternating speed bumps, which we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. And finally, we have the full speed bumps, where we'll see the up and down action, which is just like driving out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.